environment is like? How about the weird metaphysical hoops that you have to jump through to access FNAF 3's minigames? Well, Dreams have weird rules where dialing codes into cinder blocks makes perfect sense. FNAF 3's Springtrap is directly inspired by the girl in her golden body finger puppet that pinches and traps her finger. The idea that the animatronics stuff you into suits comes from this girl spreading the urban legend that if you die, they hide your body and never tell. The naked endoskeletons come from his time trapped in the supply room. Balloon Boy is the dream version of this kid, excited to go to the birthday party. They even have a single balloon each. Even the oddballs of Shadow Freddy and Shadow Bonnie fit under this theory. They're the product of the crying child being freaked out by the shadows that Golden Freddy and Bonnie cast onto the wall. And while we're on the subject of shadows, Dream Theory even rolls up the purple guy. Let's pull in Scott's second clue. What is seen in shadows is easily misunderstood in the mind of a child. Yes, he could be referencing the shadow animatronics, which are literal shadows, but what he's more likely referencing is Purple Guy helping a fellow employee put on the yellow suit. They're in a dark, shadowy room, and what the kid sees, or what he thinks he sees, is someone getting violently stuffed into a suit when it's just a mascot putting on its head. Think about how traumatic it'd be if you were a kid and you were at Disneyland and then saw Mickey Mouse suddenly take off its head. It would blow your mind. But we all know that there's no murder happening. It's just employees going about the daily grind. In fact, that's why Purple Guy is purple. In the Atari-style games, shadows are represented not with black, but with purple, as indicated by the shadows cast by the animatronics on stage. That's why Shadow Freddy, Shadow Bonnie, and even the innocent employee in the dark back room, the shadowy purple guy, are such an unusual color. Still skeptical? So was I. Sure, it answers a lot and smooths out the timeline, but there was still one piece of the puzzle that was missing. One thing that was nagging me. It still felt like a convenient explanation, but not an intentional one. Not something that Scott planned for the series. All I needed was just that one detail that made everything fit together. But then, while writing this script, it finally dawned on me. The nail in the coffin. The one piece of evidence that no one can deny, and that, to my knowledge, no one has talked about in the months of theorizing. The detail that convinced me this theory has to be true. Are you ready to have your mind blown? Listen to the sound that you hear at the end of every night of the first 3 games. A grandfather clock, chiming the same song every time. Why would the end of my shift in an office be signaled by a grandfather clock chime? It wouldn't, unless I was asleep, dreaming in my house with a grandfather clock right outside my room. Just like the layout of the crying child's house we see in the FNAF 4 minigames. 6 o'clock a.m., time to get up. But now let's look at FNAF 4. How does each night end there? A beeping alarm clock. Why? Because we're no longer in the crying child's house. We're in a hospital, trying to recover from being bitten. Hence the pills, IV, and flower Easter eggs. No hospital has a grandfather clock, but they're all equipped with a generic digital alarm clock. This, to me, was the missing link. The piece of evidence that took this theory from convenient explanation for a lot of the game's weirdness to definitive proof that this is what Scott intended. My heart is racing right now. I'm so excited about sharing this with you. It feels like finding the Rosetta Stone, the one detail that unlocks everything else in this huge mystery we've been trying to solve. But at the same time,
Thing about this, Rory,
right?
he
Remember what I
actually
said at the
got
beginning
this
of the
one wrong.
Did he?
It sounds
This
like a
one's
cop-out,
wrong. It's
right?
not a
It's like a
dream.
lazy storytelling cliche.
Isn't it?
This is one of the theories. There's about 5 different overall
If
story
you're honest
theories,
with yourself,
and this one was
not
wrong.
a lot of you. You'll notice across my videos, I don't cover dream
But
and
in
coma theories very
this
often for
one-
exactly that reason. They're too easy, too flexible. Because it's all a dream, weird stuff can be written off. Logical errors overlooked simply because it's not actually
But
real. In the
yes,
theory world,
all these
they're
clues
OP.
put together
They're hard
does
to argue
actually
against.
make it look like sound like a dream.
Collection of
Then it
details.
basically means
For a
the first
game
3
like
games
for us,
didn't mean
theorists
was
have
just
spent
useless.
thousands of hours combing through all the
It was
details.
just the fourth
digging
one,
and
yeah.
remaking timelines,
But-
bending over backwards to make every last piece of information
But
fit
because
together
it's
across
all
the
the
4
stories
games.
put together,
It was just a
wrong.
dream reveal.
It's wrong.
It validates